Hello and welcome to the very last video here on the SOAutomotive channel in the year 2025, and you're joining right now in a 1 degree very chilly German countryside with my first car, and what a year it has been. Now this video is kind of, separated in two different parts because, I want to talk about the YouTube side of things, so the stats, the subscribers, yada, and I also want to talk about the road trips I did in this video, in the year 2025 with this car. So yeah, let's start. So you are joining me actually right now inside the car because it is actually fairly quite cold outside, even though it actually looks really beautiful, but because of the wind chill it is, I mean, it says 1 degree Celsius, but it is like, to be fair, like -2, -3. So it is actually fairly cold outside. But yeah, as a reminder, I have obviously my phone, so I don't talk BS to the camera with some, with a spreadsheet. And yeah, so let us talk now about the YouTube stats. I uploaded in the year 2025 92 videos. 30 of which were talking videos like this one, including this one 30, and 62 videos were POV driving non-talking videos. I accumulated in the year 2025. It was a bit of a quieter year because I actually haven't driven so much, and therefore I haven't actually uploaded so many road trips as originally planned. But yeah, I still accumulated 38,700 views in total. My most watched POV video was the BMW 318i top speed run, which accumulated in the year 2025 8,932 views, and it sits currently on 11,566 views, which is absolutely insane. I mean, I don't know why, because I uploaded the video in the year 2024 and it somehow kind of kicked off in the year 2025, and it gets like every day like between 60 and 100 views still, which is absolutely insane. And my most watched talking video was 3,500 kilometers around the Baltic Sea, which accumulated 2,068 views, which is for a talking video, because obviously where retention rate is kind of important. For the growth of my channel, actually like really exciting that this video got 2,068 views, which is absolutely insane. Now, let us talk now about the road trips and driving stats. We've done 4 road trips in the year 2025. I uploaded at the start of the year, around like February-March time, the Baltic Sea road trip, which, I mean, you can see in the info box right here. You can click on it and you can watch the movie of it. Was absolutely insane. I mean, we started in Germany, then through Denmark, Sweden, then a ferry to Finland, and then from Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, through Poland, back to Germany, which was absolutely insane. And as I already said, the movie of this road trip was actually the most clicked YouTube video where I talked on my channel this year, which is like absolutely crazy. The second road trip I did was the Ireland road trip, where we've driven all the way to Ireland, took an 18-hour ferry from Cherbourg in France to Rosslare, Ireland, and then spent like 5 days on the island of Ireland. So we've driven through Republic of Ireland and Northern Ireland, crossed very many landmarks, including like, driving to Dublin or the northernmost point of Ireland, which was absolutely crazy as well, which was a really nice adventure. Actually shorter than I wanted it to be, but it is still, due to timing, but it was nonetheless very exciting. Now the third road trip I did was the Karfreitag Nürburgring road trip, which was obviously during the Easter weekend. I've driven to the Nürburgring, which was an absolutely crazy and wild weekend. I've seen so much. I talked to Misha Sharudi, and I mean, I visited Vulcan Alpha. I've driven around the Nürburgring like 3 different times at the weekend. I was with this car in very big traffic. I mean, we've seen so much. We've seen Schmi 150's cars, which was absolutely crazy. The, what was it, MSRT van, the GT Black Series, and the 4GT. And yeah, and then the last road trip and the 4th road trip I did this year was my, well, my kind of first attempt of circumnavigating. Circumnavigating is obviously kind of my idea where I want to like surround and circumnavigate a country. In this coincidence was it Denmark, and I underestimated it completely. I thought, you know what, let's do circumnavigating kind of as a, let's say a, you know, kind of a filler road trip in between the big road trips, because I actually want to drive with this car, as I already said in the last 2 years, to every single country in the European Union. And I still have some other stuff planned with it. And yeah, I underestimated circumnavigating Denmark absolutely completely. And yeah, therefore, I mean, I uploaded it. It was kind of a failed attempt, but I want to upload it nonetheless because that's just reality. And I want to do it in the next year, like, you know, a second time and hopefully the last time, because, well, circumnavigate Denmark, I mean, it is actually way, way, way harder than you might think. But yeah, I want to do that as well. Now, I've driven with this car in the year 2025 around 14,300 kilometers. Those 14,300 kilometers are about 1,475 euros and 63 cents in fuel. And the car had to go to a shop because for a service and TÜV, which cost another 1,170 euros in total. Now, what is next in 2026? I obviously want to do a lot more road trips, and given I already said in the last video of the Ireland series that I want to drive, that I visited now every single country in the European Union, which is in the north, I obviously want to drive down to the south. So this will come in the new year, which will be absolutely crazy. I mean, I already set out, you know, some hotels, etc. And yeah, it will be a very, very amazing. And I said in the last YouTube Roundup that I want to do Cars in the Wild again. Now, I said last year that I want to do Cars in the Wild this year, but due to timing and some other unfortunate stuff, I actually couldn't film it. Remember, Cars in the Wild is basically like a camping road trip. A camping road trip where I try to be, you know, very autark, very, you know, just isolated, me with my car, sleeping in a tent or in the car, and yeah, just running to wild places. I mean, the first Cars in the Wild road trip was actually Cars in the Wild Scandinavia. We have driven with this car and with a friend to the northernmost point of the continental Europe, which is the North Cape, which was an absolutely crazy and wild adventure. And yeah, I already have a second location where I want to drive with this car for a Cars in the Wild series, which we will see also next year. Now, I uploaded a couple of months ago, I think like 2 months ago, that I want to buy a second car, because this car, I don't want to change that much with this car. I want to still use the car as a road trip car because I actually want to drive with it to every single country in the European Union, which I said now 4 times. And yeah, but I'm still on the hunt for a second car. Now, I've done some test drives here and there. I was obviously also, you know, a bit inspired by the cars I filmed reviews this year, i.e. the Mark 7 GTI, etc., 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 the Nissan Qashqai, and yeah, the Mark 6, I think, as well. And yeah, but I'm still on the hunt for a second car. I don't know which one yet. I've done some test drives, but yeah, I think it will come the next year as well. For me, YouTube is just a hobby, so I don't really care that much about the clicks. Obviously, I care about the comments. But yeah, that's just what I wanted to say. And it's just absolutely crazy driving around with this car, filming videos, which is so much fun. And yeah, I want to do it as well. Alright. Today is the 30th of December 2025. I will upload this video probably tomorrow on New Year's Day. And yeah, I wish you all a very, very, very nice New Year's Eve or New Year's Day. Depends on when you see the video. And I hope you guys actually get a great start into the year 2026. And I hope I'll see you next one. Alright, leave a like and hit the subscribe button. And I will see you in the next one. Peace!